Welcome, everybody, to Cup with GUP on this beautiful Friday, August 13th. A little, scary Friday the 13th, if you believe in that kind of stuff. But it is a beautiful day here in Norman, Oklahoma. We have some cool down weather and rain hopefully coming in over the weekend. We've been in the hundreds heat index for quite a while now, and may get down into the 80s over the weekend. So that'll be nice. Get a little break, get a little water on the grass with the rain. Hopefully you guys are up for an awesome weekend. I have my 25th year anniversary fantasy football draft with this very first one I ever started back in early high school on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. Got a little tea time this afternoon. Looking forward to that. And then hopefully round 2 gets completed with the PGA today, and we can get some round 3 showstoppers out tonight. I didn't do them last night because so many guys are still left on the course. Kind of been more of a crapshoot, so I didn't want to really go down that road. In shocking news, and this is our only PGA talk before we head into the NFL Friday 3-game slate tonight, the highest owned guy on the slate is tied for first once again. So the chalk continues to do well in the world of PGA DFS. Definitely something I talked about a lot this week, and we will continue to find angles on how we attack these slates, especially the next 3 weeks for the FedEx Cup. Use the code NFL for 25% off any package right now through September 13th, which is the opening Monday Night Football game. September 14th, prices go up. That includes a 7-day free trial. So if you join us now, 7 days later, you don't like it, cancel it, you never see a charge. If you're a current member and you want to upgrade to the full site tools, spent a lot of time yesterday and this morning seeing reviewing some of the add-ons we've put onto them. We should be getting them out, I would imagine, probably the next couple of weeks to the premium members. Start messing around with them. We're only 4 weeks away from the season, so certainly we'll have them out soon. They're looking nice, very clean. We built them in-house like I talked about. So the nice thing will be we'll roll out our initial package, which will virtually have everything you need already. All the stats, obviously, the red zone package, the pace of play, number of snaps, defensive variance, all that kind of stuff. But we'll be able to add on as you guys give us feedback, like on the fly, because it's all our stuff we built in-house. So looking forward to that. And obviously the lineup optimizers, the green machine is ready to go, and more updates coming to hit in the next couple weeks as we head towards the season, mainly the stackability stuff for football, college football, and NFL. So come join us or upgrade. If you're a current member, DM me on Slack or Twitter. I will get your GC loyalty code, which is better than the advertised price. Rate and review us on iTunes. I will be doing giveaways, the NFL Week 1 kickoff week, and specific winners will come just from that iTunes rate and review. Like us on YouTube, like this video on YouTube, and subscribe to us if you are not already. Trying to get up close to that 1,500 subscriber mark. Appreciate all you guys that do that. Tell me your favorite quarterback play on tonight's 3-game slate in the comments, and that'll get you into the drawing I'm going to do Monday. I also gave you something to do yesterday, so I'll take all the comments from yesterday's video and today's and do a drawing on Monday. Just quickly, the stuff we've already talked about, for a preseason slate, for most part, you want to avoid the eye candy. Yes, every once in a while, a starter or first-ish, second-stringish player could bust. If you have belief in it, go ahead and, use it. But, by and large, you're going to want to look for those second, third stringers and get a bunch of time, especially this week. Now, again, I talked about this yesterday that we are not having as long of a preseason, so I think you'll see more starters quicker. But I think this first game is going to be similar to what we have seen, where they're starting to see most of their. That's the other flip side of it is they want to see, they don't have as many games to evaluate the rookies and undrafted free agents and all that stuff. So you may see a lot of them in these first few games so they can evaluate. So it's kind of catch-22 there, but for most part, most of these starters are not going to see significant time, if any at all. Be near Twitter or the GC Warrior Room over in Slack at least 30 minutes for kickoff. Last minute news. I talked about this. NFL does not require an active inactive list for preseason, so things can change at the last minute. Everyone's priced the same if you're not used to Draftkings preseason, so there is no value plays per se. It's just you're just trying to get the best combos. A bullet in stuff is all right. I mean, I think MME is probably the best way to go in preseason. Try to get as many combos as you can, but I think you can do the single. I mean, if it's a single inch, I try to at least be relatively leveraged to whatever I'm playing in. So if it's a 3-max contest, putting a bullet in there is fine. If it's 150 max and you put one in there, probably taking a little bit of a risk. But if you just want to have some fun and have something on action on the game, that's not bad either. So tonight we got the Titans at the Falcons. Falcons -1. Over under 38. Bills at Lions. Lions -1.5. Over under 36.5. Cowboys at Cardinals. Cardinals -1.5. Over under 38. So relatively pick'em games and over unders are all with 2 are the same, 136. No big advantage as far as what Vegas thinks. Pace, game scoring, big favorite, all that kind of stuff. For me, just going to jump right into it. Going to give you a few plays at each position that I like. This could change or, evolve throughout the day as we get news. So that's why I mentioned being a premium member in the GC Warrior Slack. I'm not putting out any articles or any of this, but I am trying to cover the ones that that I feel we can get an advantage on, just, for you guys that are loyal listeners to us, not charging anything on this. But the updates in Slack are not only for me, but the other people. We have a lot of guys that, last night guys had, ties to boots on the ground at their Redskins game and so forth. So that kind of stuff helps in Slack. Definitely comes into play in college football as well, having those ties to the beat reporters and inside information. But for me, I think, this is going to be a popular play, but I like Felipe Franks, liked him at Florida. Matt Ryan is not playing tonight. He's probably going to be higher owned. I think you can get so different on these kind of slates, and I'm not too worried about super chalk. Maybe try to avoid all of it in the same lineup. My second play is Logan Woodside with the Titans. Barkley's the only other quarterback, and he just joined the team a week ago. So I would imagine Logan gets most of the majority, however you want to define that, of the plays tonight. So I like him. A third option, just kind of a other, would be Fromm. Some reports say they think he could see most, if not all, of the second half. So that's another guy I have kind of if you're building a player pool for me. Running backs, I'll go back to Rico Dow at Dallas. 8 carries, 2 catches last week. I don't think that's a fluke. I like Evans at the Titans. I like this kid. I have a rookie card of his that's pretty sick. I think he could have a big night tonight, and he'll be in my player pool. My favorite play of the night, I hope, is Eno Benjamin. I love Benjamin. Loved him in college. I know my boy Adon loved him as well. I think he can have that. We talked about yesterday, Ramondre Stevenson from OU was a big key last night. Bust that 91-yard touchdown run at the end of the game. Little boomer sooner there. Love that. Talked about that a lot yesterday. Benjamin's like that. I think he can have that kind of effect on the game. Connor went on the COVID list as well. Not that he would have played much, but a little thin at running back there, and I think he could see some pretty good time tonight. I like Hawkins for the Falcons as well. Loved him at Louisville in college. Kind of a scat back. Could see some receptions. He's more of a flyer, but I do like him. And another one I think for Dallas, I like Dow, but I think Jaquan Hardy could see he looked pretty impressive last week watching him. And he was only one less carry from being the second most productive. So if he can get a few more touches tonight, I kind of like him as a sleeper. Wide receivers, I like Malik Turner. Played him last week. I'm going to go back to him. My favorite, kind of like on the Cardinals tonight, my favorite wide receiver play. The only thing I want to find out is, are they just suiting him in as a starter and he won't see much, or is he going to see decent time because he's a rookie? And it's Rondale Moore. I love him. I love him in best ball. I love him in season long. I love him whatever. I think he's going to have an absolute great year. Maybe not quite Justin Jefferson from the Vikings, but I think he will do well this year in that system. Maybe just kind of keep an eye on what people think his usage will be tonight. My only fear is that he's deemed a starter and he only gets 1 or 2 series, and maybe he's not a great play. But because he's a rookie, I would think he would see enough time that maybe he can break one. So I'd like that as well. I like Des Fitzpatrick for the Titans, another Louisville guy that was great there. I think he could see good combo right there if you're trying to go Woodside and Fitzpatrick. I like Isaiah Hodgins. He was a stud at Oregon State. He plays for the Bills. I think he could have a good night tonight. Another favorite of mine in college, Amon-Ra St. Brown, played at USC. Played him a lot in college football DFS. He's with the Lions tonight, so I think the Lions are going to give a lot of their rookies and guys they want to see some good reps. So I think he could have a good game. A couple others that just caught my eye was Frank Darby for the Falcons and Simi Fieco for the Cowboys are two others that could be some flyer type plays tonight. Tight end, I just have one. I mean, there's so many. It's a crapshoot. You can go research. This is more. I wait till the closer to the kickoff to see who's popping the most. But I like Ross Travis. He played hoops in college. Daryl Daniels went on COVID list with Connor for Arizona yesterday. So a little weak at tight end for Arizona. He's got that pedigree of college hooper, can get up, jump. Ross Travis is my favorite tight end play tonight. Defense, I think the Bills will be the most popular. So if you want to kind of get off of that, I don't mind the Cowboys or Lions either, just based on their matchups and the quarterbacks they could be seeing in the game. So those three will be kind of the defense I probably go between. I think any defense is in play in a slate like this. You just never know when a pick six or anything like that's going to happen, especially if you're doing him and me. I'd try to have as many variations as possible, but those three are the three I'm looking at tonight. Personal plays for me, nothing official. Betting wise, I like the Cowboys plus 1.5, the Lions minus 1.5, the Titans, Falcons under 38, and the Cowboys, Cardinals under 38 are my four little fun, throw a couple bucks on it, personal play, preseason game. Hope you guys have a good week. I may break down, if I have time, I got some stuff going on this weekend. I know we got a big slate tomorrow. I may try to do a pod in the morning if I can and get some plays out for the big day tomorrow on preseason football. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed day and a great weekend.